What the fuck, Over?
Welcome back to another episode of Inside a Hero's Mind.
Inside edition.
Inside edition of A Hero's Mind.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Joined by my sister, Amanda.
Hey, good afternoon.
Like-
Amanda.
Okay. Thanks.
So we
It's
got.
been a while.
It's 60 days now. COVID.
I was talking about since we've recorded.
Oh, that is true too.
It's been about a couple weeks. We've been a little busy.
Has it been that long? 2 weeks.
Have you really been busy though?
During this
Sharp.
virus crisis, it's isolation, 60 days. It's like Papillon.
How are your workouts?
You know, not bad. I did 32 yesterday, so I've done 2 days in a row with over 30 or more. So I didn't do anything today to rest the muscles. What I have left of them.
How have your workouts been going, Amanda?
Phenomenal. Not really. I hate running and I'm terrible at it.
So what do you think
I'm
about
trying.
what do you think about this crisis thing? You think we should be getting out of it? Huh? Think we should be getting
He
out of it?
asks this every episode.
All the time. We got to see it. We got to
Every
see it
single
going.
one.
We got.
He doesn't treat this like a conversation all
No,
the time.
no.
It's an interview
It's an
amongst
interview.
ourselves. It's so
I think it's good. It's the way it
What are you
should
talking
be.
about? He does that to us at the dinner table.
Yeah.
This is why inside the mind of a
It's
hero.
your mind.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I mean, I'm ready for it to be over, in all honesty.
Yeah, I think we all are.
I'm tired of doing a job that's not mine.
I mean, is it anyone's job, really?
Yeah,
Or didn't
when
they
you
just-
go to your doctor's appointment, then they take your temperature.
So,
That's whose job it is.
so what exactly? Explain to people what you do. I mean,
Now
right now,
or-
right now, right now.
Lines are pretty blurred these days. I am a certified athletic trainer, but at this moment they have me taking temperatures and screening everyone walking into our wonderful hospital.
And,
And by that, I mean I get yelled at all of the time.
Doctors and nurses and patients, all of them.
who are
Mostly
the worst?
just the patients trying to get in with Joe Schmo's brother because Joe Schmo's brother needs to have blood work, but we can't let anybody else come in except for the patient, and that's just outrageous. And then I get screamed at.
Can you take us through one of the worst experiences?
Oh
with us?
man,
Please?
this lady. Good lord.
What she
The
did.
lady or the doctor?
Both.
Let's hear the doctors first.
No.
Pick your favorite.
No.
You gotta leave the doctor alone because you got.
You should probably leave the doctor alone.
No.
HIPAA,
I mean-
HIPAA requirements. Right?
No, that's not. That doesn't. No. Just no. No. No, this stupid. No.
She loves her job right
So, this lady is bringing her husband in to a doctor's appointment. Did I tell you this story?
No, not the lady, just the doctor one.
No. Okay. So this woman, probably late 50s, walks in the front door of the hospital, asks if we have an extra mask. No, we do not. We'll only give them to healthcare workers. I apologize. She yells, starts screaming at me,
now. Like actual screaming or just like intensified talking?
like on the verge of the scream, just yelling. You're not gonna give me a mask. How are we supposed to stay safe? My husband has cancer. Just on and on and on about how stupid we are. Now, we were not in the middle of a pandemic, and she's yelling at me like this. I would be like, you know what? This is a new diagnosis. She's under a lot of stress. I'm sorry, whatever. But no. She's mad at me because I can't give her a mask in the middle of a pandemic, and they're just for our healthcare workers, right?
Right.
She doesn't live under a rock. She knows what's going on, right?
Hope so.
Yeah, okay. All right, so
Unless
then
the cancer's self-diagnosed.
she's the wife, and it's her husband who has cancer. So she continues to yell, and I say, okay, well, if you'd like to reschedule your appointment, you have that, you're allowed to do that. But I can't do anything else. And she's yelling, and so one of the security guards goes up to her and is like, Little Red Barn is giving out free masks. You can go there, and they'll give you one for your husband.
Little Red Barn?
Yeah, they have a sign right outside
Oh.
that
That
says
says they-
free masks.
Come and get one.
So she comes back with her husband not even 10 minutes later, which means she did not make the trip to the Little Red Barn to get her husband, who has cancer and is in a wheelchair, a mask. Okay? So then I have to tell her I have to take their temperature. She starts telling me I'm not going to touch him. I said, that's fine. We can do it with this tympanic, or we can use the screen, but this, the infrared screening is not short enough to get him in the wheelchair. So I mean, it's really your choice at this point. I told her because I'm getting a little testy. It's really your choice at this point. She's like, fine, take it, use his ears, just take it. Okay, well, does he have hearing aids in both ears? Yes. I said, well, I need to get in his ear in order to take his temperature. So then she starts yelling at me and telling me, you're not touching him. You're not touching him. I said, I know. I don't want to take out his hearing aids, but I really need you to take out a hearing aid so I can take his temperature. Do not touch him. The 5th time. I'm not going to touch him. Then starts yelling at me again about the mask situation. I said, cut her off, and I said, there's a nationwide shortage of masks. I can only provide them to our hospital workers. That way we're safe, and we're here in order to take care of you. We have to stay safe so we can take care of you.
What was her comment to
That
that?
set her off.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah. Game on. Round 3. Keeps going. You don't. And so she go on and on and on. And you don't even understand. You just don't understand, do you? And I said, you know what? I don't make the rules, ma'am. I just follow them.
Boom. Classic.
She had nothing to say. But here's the fun part of this entire thing.
Oh, there's more fun.
This is the
Oh, wait,
best part. This is the best part. So I get yelled at, whatever. She's pissing me off, whatever. Guess who has
the job description?
Yeah, right. It is what it is. Guess who has the mask on?
You.
Her.
Yeah, so she could have.
She has a mask on, for which she could have given to her husband instead of him being rolled in with a Kleenex covering his mouth, because Kleenex works just as well as a handkerchief that everybody
The
wears.
filtration system in the Kleenex with the...
Well, I mean, is it Puffs or is it off-brand, you know?
It's gonna be puff.
Is that important?
No, but I'm trying to make it sound like it is. I really wanted to be like, if you're that concerned about your husband's health, you can give him your mask, but,
Did she just leave right after that?
well, she took her husband to his appointment. He has cancer. He has to go.
And she was allowed with it?
Yep.
So how
Because of the fit or because of the cancer?
Because at this point, we were allowing the patient in with one person with them. But if you're getting x-rays, blood work,
Anything that takes 5 minutes.
any radiology type situation, no one can come with you. The patient cannot have a +1.
Should have put that on the note.
So are you looking forward to going back to school?
Yeah,
I would be too. I think I'd rather deal with all
the athletes.
the athletes than the older patients.
What's going to suck for my athletes is that this experience has not made me a very happy person.
And you weren't happy to begin with.
I was fine. I liked messing around with them, and if they made me mad, I'd yell at them, and everything's fine. But I just feel like it's going to be a couple months of really angry Amanda.
Nah, you'll be fine.
And I think they're going to capitalize on it because they're going to see it in my face. And that's fine.
Yeah.
Two can play this game.
So we'll see if football season comes up and we go to practices. You think that'll happen? August? Aren't they? Aren't teams already trying to practice?
Professional teams or high school teams?
High school.
No, they're not allowed. Our
Um,
moratorium weeks are done, though. You know that.
Yeah.
So we could technically start on July 1st.
Okay.
We're not going to, but
Gonna wait.
yeah, someone higher up made that call.
Somebody's got to make it.
The head of the ISHAA.
IHSAA. And no, IHSAA said we could start on the 1st.
Damn. The president.
So basically, this is May and June. They're just chomping at the bit to get out there and practice, especially coaches, I bet. But they're going to try and do some sneak arounds. Take about 10 kids to one of these open ballparks, these things, and practice plays while they sit in their car.
Open. Stadium.
Oh,
Yeah. When I was in high school, they didn't have these moratorium. I mean, you couldn't practice if it wasn't your season. And I remember coaches calling us and going at Bishop Knoll, great institution. We would be out there throwing a football around, and the coaches were inside the gym with the door, the big door to come in, standing there out of the line of sight of traffic. And every once in a while, a kid would run down there and get a play from them. They'd go out there and we'd run the play, and then come back. Somebody else would run.
That's what they used to do with Don Howell down at Mundell back in the day.
Back in the day, we always did it. We were always practicing when we weren't supposed to.
Howell and Kerr would be like a block over, just enough to see, and then someone would run over.
Yeah.
Fun stories like that.
I mean, I was not in high school when Don Howell was around. But
Correct. To live through the story.
Well, I work there, so
I wasn't being an asshole.
I don't live through them. I just hear them from everybody else that lives through them. It's a thing.
Yeah,
it is.
I think they need to get this thing over with. I think we all need to get back to the business of the country, because the business of
the country.
The business of America is business. That's why everything's going crazy. Nobody's working. Nobody's got a job. Nobody's doing things. People are starting to get a little bit desperate, waiting for their what is this, surplus check? What's it called?
Stimulus check.
Stimulus check.
Haven't
I
gotten
will
mine.
not receive.
There's a lot of
Yeah,
people
I haven't gotten mine.
I will not be receiving.
I haven't gotten mine, but I guess I shouldn't be as mad about that since you're not getting one at all. Sorry, my bad.
We haven't
I
got
blame my
ours.
parents.
Well, way to be a child.
I guess that's
This
how
is-
it happens, huh?
It's the big moment's coming soon, though.
You are still a dependent. You are not yet
No longer.
independent.
I am no longer
So,
a dependent. I'm just
You're
living
stuck.
amongst the roof.
That is true. It's true. It's going to be cold tomorrow. It's going to rain. It's not supposed to do that the second week of May.
Yeah, that's supposed to be April. April showers bring the
Bring
flowers.
yeah, where the flowers? I need the flowers.
Yeah, I think they said that
Do your fruit sauce?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I tried not to. There was a pause, but I couldn't help it.
See how lucky I am. My children, my offspring here. Love watching them.
Ah,
You guys could have this thing going for
Fruit sauce.
days.
yes, I'm so glad I came up with that. Birthday card, dear fruit sauce.
Dear fruit sauce. Yours read Dear Fruit Sauce. Mine read Dear Short Round.
Short round, that's right.
Yeah. Let's ask Mom who the asshole is today.
No, these are memories you're supposed to be making here.
I'm just collateral damage, okay? Today, I don't. Whatever.
I don't think you could have done anything right today.
I could.
No, you're leaving.
The baby
Oh, baby.
is leaving the nest
I just.
and moving back to
I'm
college.
Not, no! Stop it. Stop it. We're not talking about this.
We'll talk about it later. We got a big secret coming out in the future.
Yeah.
It's gonna.
I really messed up. I do feel bad. I forgot to get.
What's wrong with your pants? Did you bleach them?
I don't know how that happened. I washed them sometime whenever I
So you've washed them once? Maybe that's the issue. Sorry, you asked for this though.
No, I don't know how it happened. It must have. I don't know. I haven't worn these in a long time. Anyway, I do feel bad. I forgot a card today.
Your mother.
I got her a card.
You hurt her feelings.
I've been so busy and I just forgot. I felt bad.
Really? Have you?
Oh my god. Okay. What else? How fast can you run a mile and a half, Amanda?
Not fast at all.
Sorry, we're
I
gonna
don't
get you
know.
there. We're gonna get you there. We're gonna
You
get
are.
you there.
But whatever.
How many push-ups?
8.
And you have to do how many? 38? 30?
I don't know.
We'll get you there. Miss Athletic Trainer, you just gotta follow my instructions. I can lead you to the promised land.
You can't even follow my instructions, you old army fart.
I am old.
Because he's stubborn like you.
I've been known to be stubborn. at
Oh
times.
yeah, what are you gonna say about that, huh?
I'd rather be
'Cause
like-
you know it's true.
It's alright, you and Mom are just alike.
Shut up. I love my mom.
We're doing all
We
our,
all love Mom.
I know.
we're doing our dirty laundry here. What's the deal?
No, he's just making it real easy.
Yeah, today was a stressful day. You know,
It was a stressful
got
day.
through with it. We're doing a late night session here. It's 20:30. What time
Yeah.
is that?
Currently, it is almost 30.
Almost. You get a view of the shed this time, right?
Yeah, we didn't have a
The black sheet. Well, we did that. What, the first time we were out?
our first video recorded session
Yes.
was in here,
Mhm.
and we just wanted to take it back to a classic with family,
He stopped touching me. Stop touching me. Oh my god.
and glad you joined us. This is
Yeah.
fun.
It's only because you're leaving tomorrow.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
We're going to go golfing.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're not.
We don't want it to get
Damn
out.
it. So many rules.
There's so many rules.
Don't
talk
worry.
about-
I'll cut it in post.
Oh, yeah. He's talented that way.
Whatevs.
I got to start getting some of this stuff out of here, putting it out for decorations. The chairs and the
Yeah,
tables. I have to start moving some stuff out in the back 40.
40.
Back 40
Back
feet I got to worry
40.
about.
Oh, you know what we could talk about?
Your mom.
It's your mom too. Loser. How you almost burnt your house down.
Oh, outstanding.
All right.
Oh man.
Damn it.
What a great
First of all,
day. I know we took a little lull in conversation for the past 5 minutes, but here we go.
okay.
She's
First of
got
all,
she's got all the good stories today.
Because she's never been on with us.
That's true. Go ahead, Amanda.
You don't want to talk about.
my washer and dryer is a stackable tiny little unit in my bathroom.
It's like a tiny little apartment one.
'Cause she's-
Fun
That's what a
size.
stack
for the
of-
fun size.
Anyway, it's very old. Was
It's been there.
very old.
It had been there since our
It's about what?
grandmother lived there.
It's about 10 years old.
Maybe older.
I think it's older than that.
Yeah.
It's been there since he built that park. That was the first one he finished.
Yeah.
Well, anyway,
So I'd say
So,
15 years old.
I clean the lint trap all the time, but it turns out if your unit is old, it doesn't really matter.
Lint gets down underneath the trap. She can't show her vacuum. Vacuum doesn't suck.
I'm just going to leave that because that could go so many bad ways. So,
Ah!
and that was enough. So anyway, I'm at home. I have stuff in the washer, and stuff in the dryer. Store's not even over yet, asshole.
I know.
Just thinking about it.
I wasn't
though,
even
just-
going to tell that part, but now that you're laughing.
You have to.
So I smell something that smells like it's burning. Can't figure it out. Open my dryer, pull out my clothes. They kind of smell. I'm like, what the hell is that? I pull the lint trap out. Shut up. Sharp. Pull the lint trap out, and I was like, ooh, that's not good. Then it starts to smoke, and I was like, I'm going to go find my fire extinguisher. So I grab the fire extinguisher. I get
Also
back.
15 years old.
Get back, and there's like
yeah, it was old too.
flames in my face from my lint trap. So I'm trying to get the fire extinguisher to work. It's not working. So I call my dad.
Oh, this call was great.
I am like, you need to come over. I need you to come over.
Was it that
All right.
hastily? Did you
Yes,
speak?
there was. Yeah.
It was haste in her
Yeah,
voice, but
there
I didn't.
was
There could have been a
haste in my
spider.
voice.
And, yeah,
No.
and I'm sitting
No.
on the couch next to this man in the morning while this phone call's going on.
No.
Hangs up, goes, your sister needs my help. I'm gonna head over there. And I go, okay. And I put my cup down and take the dog over there and go, let's just go see what it needs to happen and help.
So while they're taking their sweet time, which wasn't really focused on how much time it took them to get
Because
there.
fire was in nowhere in that sentence of come and help.
Yeah, so I've never called my father with this, I need you to come over, I need your help, you need to help me, oh my gosh, because I'm trying to get my dad to come over and help me with the fire extinguisher while I'm also trying to get the fire extinguisher to work, and I'm more focused on that. So, no, I would not call you like that for a freaking spider. You can handle the bugs, okay?
Okay.
So, there's a spider. You just insulted me.
I didn't know what it was.
Too easy.
So go on.
So, I'm on the phone with 911 when he comes over. She's like, open the windows. So, Sharp and I open all the windows. When Sharp rolls up with the dog, as if, like,
Nobody knew what was happening. The dog likes to visit.
So, she's like, everyone needs to get out of the house. I'm like, okay. So I'm telling Dad
That
to
makes
get
sense.
out of the house, and Dad will not get out of the house. He went, he went
Like clockwork.
army
Full
mode.
army voice.
Yeah, army voice.
He did the point.
He did the
point.
5-finger downward point.
I am not letting this fucking house burn down.
This house
I am
will
not
not go down
leaving.
in flames. So here's a fun fact: when you get the 1-finger point and he's talking to you, that's whatever. No one cares. When you get the 5-finger downward point with these enunciations in his voice, you're in trouble. Shit's going down.
This is now the second time we've talked about this
this is
because
serious
of how much
business.
priority these fingers are.
There is a difference in the point. 5 fingers, fucked. 1 finger,
You're all right.
that's cool.
Well,
He's a little-
there was a fire going on at the time.
Even
Yeah.
Even
So
when
Dad's hasty voice, we have to listen. Amanda's hasty voice,
we
take
already
your
knew there
time.
was a fire going on.
Take your time. It's no big deal.
Anyway,
So the entire town shows up, basically.
yeah, because
While I kept trying to put water on it.
Yeah,
yeah,
Dad's
the
trying
man
to
would
because,
still not get out of the house, even when the professionals got to the
and we all know water
I had-
isn't gonna fix it.
I had to tell him what to do.
because they've never done this before.
There's a fire in the dryer,
Oh my god!
and the water's not
I
putting it out.
can't do it.
Because water doesn't put it out.
Water's not putting it out.
I don't know what to do, but I'm gonna.
I'd know what to do if the
I-
fire
I
extinguisher
But I was
worked.
in the army and I
yeah.
know everything.
I'm smarter than you. I get it. You've been trained for this.
But you
I
have
have-
not been trained for this.
I have a certain set of skills, and you have a certain set of skills. But my skills,
are better.
yeah. Sorry.
I don't see anything wrong with that at all.
So, whatever. The guy that shows up initially is in the pickup truck, the fire department pickup truck, and then there's the chief's son shows up, and he's the one that snags the extinguisher from Mark and goes and they put it out, and then next thing you know, there's 2 fire trucks, 2 ambulances, 5 cops.
5
Do
cops.
they have anything better to do?
Well, the cops,
I
no
knew it
one
was
says.
Amanda's place. They had to come
Yeah,
see.
that's true. I did get some shit for that afterwards. But they also don't reply like, yeah, I'll go to this call. They all just don't reply and then they all show up. So, yeah. That
Even
was
a school
cool.
resource officer was there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, money.
Money. Anyway,
Yep. So that one's literally like this story will never not die because he did show up.
and it's gonna be on the internet now.
Well,
we
it's
should have
already
taken video.
been
Should have taken video.
It's already been. It's fine. But then, so they get the fire out. They have to remove the unit because the washer and the dryer are basically one. And they
And
put it
also,
out.
It took like 5 guys to take it out. I mean,
It's
they're
kinda heavy.
firefighters. Aren't they supposed to be strong and shit?
Look at one of
I'm
your
sorry.
Oh,
guys.
Braden, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
The juicy part of the story.
they get the washer and dryer out, and the fire's out, and I'm like, where are my clothes? I had clothes in the washer, right? Mark's like, oh, we didn't take any clothes out of the washer. Oh, okay, great. So I grab my clothes hamper, and I go out to the side of the road to get my clothes out of the washer. Well, I'm not allowed to touch it because it's still hot because, everything caught fire. And so I open the door to my washer and the firefighter's like, well, I'm going to have to get those for you. So on the side of the road I sit, my clothes hamper, and some random firefighter pulling my panties out of the washer, putting them in to my basket.
Yeah.
Oh, so then, not even a week later, I go for my run, right? I'm going down 10th Street, just super slow jog, right? Oh,
So you're walking.
you hear all the alarms at the fire station. There's a fire. Me, okay, whatever, keep going. Oh, who pulls out? the firefighter who had my panties in his hands, and he waves at me. Now, there were plenty of firefighters and cops there that I knew, but the one that I didn't know was the one
who grabbed your
my
vegetables.
panties. Yeah, and that was cool because I didn't know him, so I don't have to hear about that later. But apparently I have to wave at him while I'm running down the street and he's going to calls in this wonderful town we live in.
What a great day. What a great day.
That was a very traumatic experience for you, wasn't it? To see a
Yeah.
fire coming out of that dryer like that.
It was more traumatic when I couldn't. Two things made it worse.
Fire extinguisher?
I couldn't get the fire extinguisher to work, and then dispatch was like, open all the windows and get out of the house. So it's cool. And then my dad wouldn't listen, and he wouldn't get out of the house. So that also then it was like great.
Yeah. Wonderful.
So how much excitement have you had living at home with us?
None.
Been pretty boring, hasn't it?
Arguments here and there.
Been adhering to the state.
Yeah, it sucks.
It does.
You know.
It does suck. Sucks
Yeah.
even more when you got the COVID. Ooh, man down.
Yeah, we had to take.
No, let's not talk about that.
Okay.
Oh, I just meant when I had the COVID, I was stuck in my house.
Right.
Yeah, and you have terrible internet. How many books? You read like 8 books, though, right? Like in the span of a week?
Who? Oh. Yeah, I did.
Wait, did that flash?
Yes.
Okay, I was like, Mom took our picture? I was like, did she step out here?
Yeah, I read a lot of books.
An obscene amount. Because Mom bought you like 6.
Mom bought me 6, so by the time I went back to work, I think I had finished 10.
You and that vid, man. The vid. The COVID. Yeah, I know, that didn't. Alright. Sorry. Apologize.
Cracked enough jokes, I figured I'd take it easy on that one. Oh, God. Yeah, it's fun. 2020's been great.
2020 has been
Hell of a year. Hell of a year.
That was a 5 months.
Yeah, like we're almost halfway into this year, and how many things has anybody accomplished?
Yeah, not much. This is going to be talked about as you get older, like the Depression.
The
was
Great
talked about.
Depression.
Yeah.
Worse than 2008.
Been shut down for what? 40 days? 50 days?
It's over 60.
Over, yeah.
Some states it's going to go longer. I think New York, New Jersey, but Indiana's
We
supposed to start
were-
opening up
The 11th. Monday.
Monday. So we're supposed to be able to have a
Most
meeting.
places at 50%
Well,
capacity.
not Lake County though.
No, Lake
Lake
and
County
Marion County.
is Lake and Marion are stuck until the 24th.
Oh, really? I thought that we were the 11th.
No, we're the
But-
24th.
I thought it was the 15th, but
I don't know. Either way, not everything is opening. Maybe it's just because the gym's open on the 24th.
Oh, we need to talk about his gym membership.
No,
Is it?
he's locked into a
is
year.
there any way we can switch it so Mom or your dad can use it?
Talk-
Well-
They get their picture on it. They can use it. So it's still getting paid for.
Probably, but neither of them would use it.
Yes, we would.
Just let them
We'll
say
talk
that
about
so
this
I don't-
later.
so I don't have to pay for it.
By that I mean we'll argue about this later.
Okay. And with that, my friends, it has been an episode. I appreciate everyone being here. It's been fun having you here with us.
It's been great entertainment. I appreciate this, Amanda.
And you,
He's really
she
sharp
won't
about
admit
that.
it, but she enjoyed it too.
I mean, we do the same thing in our living room.
Yeah, but this is, you imagine if we did this all the time. You know how famous we would be?
This is posterity.
We'd be famous.
Just send me some money my way. Become famous.
Someone's
Yeah.
one thing.
As soon as you send me that part of the stimulus check.
Oh,
All right. Goodbye.
adios.